What's going on, FG fam? Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise here on MLB The Show 20. Today, another action-packed episode for you guys as we are definitely diving deeper into the minor league playoffs. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. It's literally all we do here. As a runner gets caught stealing right away in this game, we get nothing to come across in the first inning as we're taking a look here. Managing, we will jump into any elimination games, or actually play any elimination games. We've got bases loaded here, 2 runs scored on the Josh Jung single. So we bring across 2, we get another one there off of another single, so a 3-run third inning. We have a nice little 3-0 lead. I like this. Brian Gonzalez is at second. We get him to steal third base, and then the sac fly gets us a 4th run of the ball game. This could really be big for us. A 4-0 lead with Ryan Schaefer, the user prospect, on the mound. You love to see him pitching well. He could really be a good major leaguer for us, but he's got bases loaded here. He's already given up a run. Now 2, now 3 in the 5th, and it is time to take him out. We bring in Horatio Lujan, and he will get the final out of the inning. So we go ahead, we're going to change pitcher again. Simeon Woods Richardson gives up a single, then there's an error, a run scored, he gives up the tie, and finally gets out of the 6th inning. So Woods Richardson, we let him go into the 7th, he gives up a single, but he gets out of the 7th inning. We need a hero in this 8th inning. We've got 2 on with 2 out. There's an error and a strikeout, so that doesn't help us too much. Woods Richardson giving up a hit there. We're going to bring in Clayton Andrews. There's a stolen base, a walk, a sac bunt, a walk, a pop-up, and a strikeout. Way to get out of that inning. Wow, big pressure in the bottom of the 8th. Now into the top of the 9th. We get nothing in the top of the 9th. Bringing in Durbin Feltman here. There's a walk, a flyout, and Victor Mesa. And the Norfolk Tides have defeated us 5-4. So they even the series 1-1. Erie Seawolves now in game number 2 against the Richmond Flying Squirrels. A 2-run shot for George Lavelle gives us the lead in the top of the 2nd. As now we're into the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd. Alex Valentine, the pitcher for us. Luis Madero, the pitcher for them, Madero. And he hasn't had a great season, Madero. He's got Lavelle on second. He steals third, a ground out, and we do bring him home with a Vinny Zamora double. Valentine's had an extremely nice postseason, and he's playing really, really well in this game. So far, just allowing 1 hit. So you'll love to see Valentine maybe go the distance. We'll see when he starts to get a little tired and start giving up some runs. But right now, we've got runners on the corners, and we can't capitalize. That's terrible. But they get nothing in the 8th either. In the top of the 9th, we falter. We are going to take out Valentine here, the 2-hitter. Bring in our closer, Matsuzaka, and he gets the job done, shutting the door 3-0. Another shutout. That's 2 straight shutouts for the Erie Seawolves in this playoff series as they lead 2-0. Norfolk Tides, Toledo Mudhens again for game number 3, our first home game of the postseason here in Toledo. We get a 1-0 lead after the first inning. We got Eduardo Cervantes on the mound, who might be the pitcher closest to being major league ready right now. So I'm hoping he can do big things. But he gives up 3 runs in the top of the 3rd, which does not leave me with a lot of hope. We are down 3-1. And going up against Ken Hahn, who was a pitcher in our organization for a little while. So hoping that we can beat him and not look stupid for getting rid of him. We'll see what ends up happening. Ken Hahn right now is pitching really, really well. He's getting some strikeouts. And unfortunately, they have bases loaded against Durbin Feltman, who we brought in to relieve Cervantes. But he doesn't give up anything. Good job, Durbin. Gives up a double there, but he gets a strikeout to get out of that next inning. It's still 3-1. We really need a hero to come through in the bottom of the 9th inning. Guadalupe Diaz gets a strikeout, a pop-up. Chapman with a single, and then they get the fly out, so the Norfolk Tides get the win again. They win 3-1, and they're actually up 2-1 in this set. Now, unfortunately, I started this game playing this game, so I want to get into the box score, so I have to do it this way. because I started playing by accident instead of quick manage, so I managed as soon as I started the game. But there's the box score. As now into the Erie Seawolves series again. Can they sweep the series? I don't know. So far, it's a tough task. They're down 1-0 to the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Erie at home in this matchup. And we got bases loaded. 3-run score on the Rafael and Lorenzo triple. A 3-1 triple. That is huge. We take a 3-1 lead. Now, Herb Drake gives up a double to Ryan Cordell. Gives up a run there. A stolen base for Ornelas. A solo shot for George Lavelle, so we get that run right back. Back-to-back bombs as Chris Castro gets a homer, but they get a 2-run shot for Barnhart. They also get a double from Graves and a single from Matuk. So that's going to be it for Herb Drake in this one. Edgar Arredondo gets us out of that, but we still have given up the 2. It's 5-4. So Ricky Robertson now pitching for them. We got runners on the corners with nobody away. Hopefully we can do something. We get a sacrifice fly and a 2-run bomb for Chris Castro, his second homer of the day. Chris Castro coming up huge. It is 8-4 and looking pretty good to get that sweep as long as we can keep it going. Melvin Adon comes in for them. He gives up a single to Javi Cabrera, but that's about it. Arredondo gives up a double to Estrada, and we're going to take him out. That'll be the end of his day. Preston Lemons coming in to be the setup man, but he gives up a run. So not what we wanted him to do. He's still pitching a little bit here in the 9th, but we are going to take him out of there, put in the closer, Matsuzaka, and let him go to work as we win the division playoff series. We'll be taking on either the Rumble Ponies or the Trenton Thunder in the Eastern League Championship Series. That is huge as we win 8-5 in game number 3, sweeping this set. Chris Castro by far player of the game. So now Toledo, who of course is down 2-1, which means that the Norfolk Tides could win this series should they win this game. So we do not want that to happen, quite obviously, because we want to extend our playoff stay. We had bases loaded there and we couldn't get anything done, but we got the game tied 1-1 right now. Norfolk Tides got that run in the second inning. Josh Jung on, double play ball. You hate that. I really hate that. Hank Carter pitching for them. Juan Parra is pitching for us. Still a 1-1 game going through the middle frames of this one. Solo shot for Josh Jung to give us a lead. That is a giant home run. We needed that big time. They got bases loaded. They get a run scored, and that's going to be the end of Juan Parra as David Tao comes in and gets the ground out to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, we do absolutely nothing. We have a 2-2 tie game. Pressure's on. This could eliminate us. As Chauncey Everett comes into the game, we did well against him last time. A double by Tyler Freeman, a double by Deshaun Knowles will take the lead. So we go into the 9th. It is time. We got to bring in the man himself, Albert Lozano. He's coming in to try and close this thing out. He gets a little pressure there as he had the winning run on first base, but we do get the win. Mudhens 3-2 over the Tides to even the series and push us to a game number 5, which is huge. As we take a look at the Major League squad against the White Sox, we took 2 out of 3 games. We got a couple of days before the Erie Seawolves take on Trenton, but we do have a game 5. Richard Griffin on the mound for the Mudhens against the Norfolk Tides at home in Toledo. This is a big game, the biggest of the minor leagues so far this season. At Center City Field, both teams, 2 games apiece, winner take all. Richard Griffin on the mound. He's 6'3", 192 pounds, only 23 years old. He was featured in one of the college scouting games, pitched out of Illinois, and this is a bloop over into foul territory at left field. That'll end the top of the first inning. Antonio Senzatella, 28-year-old pitcher for the Norfolk Tides. He faces Cam Williams, and he gets the strikeout on the away slider. Very nice play. Very nice pitch. Wow, I'm thinking in football terms here. There's a strikeout look, and he doesn't love the call, but you got to swing in that situation. Victor Mesa did not swing either as Richard Griffin gets him to go down on strikes. And then Tristan Lutz goes down looking on the high inside changeup. He doesn't like it either. But Richard Griffin pitching really well right now. Jose Garcia has a trip over my words. He will strike out as well. Senzatella has 4 of them. A real pitcher's duel going down here in Toledo, Ohio, as that is a strikeout for Anthony Siegler. So now Mario Feliciano at the plate, and Griffin is going to I don't know, is that going to be scored a hit? That should be an error in my opinion, but I think they scored that one a hit. There's the nice strikeout looking as Richard Griffin is hitting all of his spots this evening. Darryl Spalding, though, strikes out swinging on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and Senzatella's doing his thing. Now Victor Mesa again in the top of the 7th inning. He will get a legitimate hit here up the middle. Base knock, leadoff hit. Tristan Lutz comes up. This one a broken bat dribbler, and Griffin, nice coverage as he gets to first base for the second out. Mario Feliciano sits there and looks at the corner strike. Richie Griffin's been doing this all night. Why are you looking at it? Josh Jung gets a high one, and he got a shot to get this one over the wall. Never mind a shot. That's over the scoreboard. Solo shot of 427 feet for Josh Jung. And that gives the Mudhens the first run of the game, and Norfolk knows it. It's going to be hard to get runs against Richie Griffin the way he's pitched so far today. It is 1-0. Hunter Harvey coming into the game now for Norfolk. He pitched 2/3 of an inning in this playoff so far with a strikeout. Tyler Freeman up at the plate, and Freeman's got this one headed towards the right center field gap. It will fall and go all the way to the wall. Up against the wall. Tough to get that one. That'll be a double. And Hunter Harvey already in trouble in the bottom of the 7th inning with a 1-0 lead. But he does get 2 outs, and here's a chance to bring the run home, but unfortunately, too much air. It's only to the warning track. So a 1-0 game. Richie Griffin pitching with a lead for the first time today. And unfortunately, he's given up base runners, as this is going to be an easy double for the Norfolk Tides, a leadoff double in the top of the 8th. Now, do you pull him here? Richie Griffin's begging, no, please, I got this, Skip, as he throws this one over to first base. That's an out number 1. Then Sebastian Diaz comes up. That drops into center field. They're going to try and score the first run of the game against Richie, and he does give it up. It is 1-1. Richie staying in the game, though. Dwight Smith. This is an easy double play ball, and it will be completed to get through the top of the 8th inning. So Norfolk does tie the game up, however, and we move to the bottom of the 8th. Rolando Chapman with a little jam on that one. He will be out on the bottom of the 8th inning there. That's the final out of that one. Here's Richie Griffin still pitching in the 9th. He does not want to come out of this game. He has refused to come out. Tristan Lutz dribbling one over to third. Thrown onto first for out number 2. Or out number 3, the final out of the top of the 9th. Now into the bottom of the 9th, Mickey Moniak, and unfortunately one of our best hitters is out already. Josh Jung with one away. This one is hanging up there, and an easy fly ball to center field for out number 2. That leaves Tyler Freeman. And Tyler Freeman, this one gets away, a passed ball. They got to throw onto first to get him, so he strikes out, but he's on first base. So now Deshaun Knowles is going to hit this one. This might go over the left fielder. It does, all the way to the wall. Tyler Freeman will try to score from third. And he will. Mudhens win the game. Tyler Freeman has done it, coming all the way from first base on a Deshaun Knowles double to end it with a dub for the Mudhens. They win in walk-off fashion. Richie Griffin goes a complete game, giving up 1 run. Incredible Game 5. Legendary Game 5. Richie Griffin goes a complete game, 7 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 1 walk, as the Mudhens do get the win. Monasterio with a double for the Tides. Diaz with their only RBI. Senzatella gets a no decision there. Josh Jung with the homer and the ribby, his second homer of the playoffs. So the wild card series is won by the Mudhens. They will be taking on the Rochester Red Wings in the next round of the postseason. So there we go. That is going to be exciting to see. So Brian Gonzalez is no longer injured, so he will be coming back to the minors as we take on the Texas Rangers in this series. We win the first one 3-2. Jahmai Jones, though, bad news. Shoulder cartilage damage. He's going to be out for the rest of the season, so that really sucks for our Tigers. But we've already clinched a postseason appearance. First team to clinch in the major leagues. You'll love to see it. Best team in baseball. We really have a chance this year, and we got to take advantage. Brewers have already clinched their division, so we are not the first team to clinch the division, but we were the first team to clinch a playoff spot. So work still to be done in this season for all three levels of ball. So make sure you put your predictions below. Will the Toledo Mudhens win? How many games? Will the Erie Seawolves win the playoff series? How many games? Put those predictions down in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. And if you want to see some more franchise content, click right here to see more franchise.
I feel you somehow.